defense and international relations. And of course, environment, because you also have to take into consideration issues of environment when you repatriate bodies. And therefore, this was done. We went to Lagos and meetings with the authorities. He was reluctant to release the body, and the Nigerian government was not also cooperating, but finally they did cooperate, and the South African Defence Force planes came and the bodies were repatriated back to South Africa. The third thing is that there was supposed to be a court case that was supposed to look into this matter, and unfortunately it was concluded, but it was not conclusive in terms of what transpired and what needs to happen. And therefore, I think some of family members are still aggrieved because they couldn't get closure and proper answers in terms of who was supposed to take responsibility. But the church continued later, and it was still very popular and famous. When you look at their television station, Emmanuel, you can see that every Sunday there are still people who are flocking to the church and the church services, and the leader of the church, T.B. Joshua, would constantly address the church. He was also a philanthropist and a leader of that synagogue church of all nations.
Yeah, give us a sense, Sophie, of how popular he was in Africa and in particular here in South Africa.
He was very popular in South Africa. Even recently, you'd see people at the airport dressed in the T-shirts of the Church of All Nations going to Nigeria. So even though the groups were not as large as they used to be before 2014, but you still had people who had strong beliefs that he can be able to assist them in their different challenges. And people were still going there around the continent. And many other heads of state would still go there, and they were attending the church, and high-profile people or individuals on the continent, but also in South America as well. The Africans in the diaspora, he had a strong following, and other parts of the world. He was very, very popular, very popular.
All right, this is a developing story. No doubt we will keep tabs on it. We are trying to get our correspondent in Nigeria as well to give us the very latest. But Sophie, thank you very much indeed for giving us the information of what we know at this stage.